Hello, we're back with some Spirit Island, and today we're playing green with the Tangles aspect. I quite like this aspect, because it really changes up the playstyle in a interesting thematic way. Because when I think of green and plant growth and stuff, I do think of these wonderful wilds which stop explores. And this aspect really leans into that. So we're replacing this left innate, which is just damage, and we're getting some ability to add wild, to isolate and downgrade cities, and that's going to be a part of my plan today. We also remove what's it called, the proliferate, with this damage dealing power, which also adds wilds. So let's get into it. We're against Scotland 6 today. Let's do the first explore, and that's going to be in the jungles, which is good. That's more of our domain really, so I'm not worried. And it's not on the coast, so we can perhaps relax a little bit, but not too much. So as always, we add a presence always during growth, and I'm going to pop this here. Definitely want to protect this blight, or this blighted land I should say. We might even be able to defend this, and that would be completely fine. So what do we do with this growth option here? So I've actually got a plan here of things that I want to do. I want to get a minor or a major with a sun for this innate, because if you notice, we've got, well, we need 3 suns and 5 plants. So we've got some elements on our tracks, that's great, but we don't have the 3rd sun. We've only got 2. So that's going to be my plan, just going through this game. I want a big coastal major, or any major which deals damage, because I suspect this land in particular is going to build up a lot. And that's because we're going to try and prevent the ravages and just let the builds happen, and then we can just completely destroy it in the future. I want to prevent as many city builds as possible and hopefully win at terror level 3. And we've got overgrow at a pinch just to keep pushing that fear to terror level 3. So that is my plan. It's worked before. Let's see if it will work again. Anyway, what am I doing? Yes, right. So I could try and save this presence and actually just push this town into here and just forever skip this land. I think that might be the plan. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Right, so if we do this, and if we start adding some wilds, I would be quite happy with that. We just need to add some more presence. So you know what? I'm going to take this option. Go from the top. Gets us another card play. And I'm going to start preemptively adding presence into this land, because it's going to be a bit of an issue. We can always add to jungles and wetlands in the growth, but other lands, not so much. So let's protect this by pushing it into there. And do I want any of these? I don't really need anything else. I could play this, I suppose. The only thing is it's not really going to do anything, apart from add some wilds. Could be good. Let's give it a go. So we do get our defend 2. It's not going to do anything. We can add a wilds at range 0 and push an explorer. Well, I can, completely push that explorer and stop that build. Actually, let's do it. Okay, great. And that's it for fast. Okay, feel pretty good. We skip that event. We're going to build, and then we're going to explore in the wetlands. And of course, with Scotland, we add a town to the coast. Any land that explores on the coast, we add a town. Okay, so this has changed my plan a little bit actually, because now we've got a city build possibly here, and I do not want that. So I think I'm actually going to push this town this way. I think we could stop this ravage when it happens. So that's what I'm going to do there. We can add more wilds. I think I'll add a wilds here. 1 damage to buildings. Okay, that's fine. Alternatively, we could choose this land, actually. 1 damage to this town. And there is an adjacent wilds. So 1 fear and 1 damage to actually clear that up. That feels pretty good, actually. Yeah, because then we don't have to worry about that city build there either. And that is part of our plan. It's part of our plan. So that's feeling pretty good. Okay, now what do? We always add presence to a jungle or wetland. So we could probably defend this. Maybe we go... I think we have to put a presence here. Yeah. Cool. Great. And I think we need a second growth option again. So I'm going to add a presence on the bottom track. Maybe do a bit of a... Yeah. Because I don't think we can rely on this growth option forever. But it gives us a good boost in the meantime. So we can add this presence probably here. Seems okay. Great, and we've got, again, 2 card plays. Let's play these 2 cards. Mainly for the elements, really. Just so we can defend. Right, so we can defend 2. We've got the sacred site near here, so we can defend this land. And we can add another presence. Let's go. Probably from top. I think that's fine. And again, I'm kind of worried about the sand here because it's hard to get presence in there. So maybe I'll start building that up. Yeah, that seems all right. Okay, great. We're on our way. First event. And terror level 1. Add 1 explorer to a land without invaders or Dahan. And the only land that is this one. That's okay. That's all right. Each beast destroys an explorer. Okay, does nothing. Each spirit with at least 3 Dahan. That is not us. So we're not going to worry about it. So, Ravage. In this jungle, Dahan fight back. Nothing happens. Scotland 6. Oh, we don't actually add a town there because there's no towns adjacent. But we do add a town here. That's pretty good. And then we're going to build here and here. And we build on the coast because there's an adjacent city. Great. Plan is coming together. Escalation, we have to add a town into a land without a town. I think maybe we just do this. And then explore into the mountains. Here we go. We've planned for this. It's okay. Great. Now we can always defend this and skip this. So I'm feeling okay about our chances. Now we can do some damage, but I'm going to choose not to do this because it's not going to do anything to get rid of anything. We can do 1 damage to each building there. But of course, they're just going to heal up. So, right. So, growth options. I do want this second card play without having to rely on this growth option here. So, we'll pop a presence probably here. I do think we need some presence along the coast. And then we're going to reclaim. We're going to dig for a miner. Ooh, gosh. With sun, and we do have that. Gosh. Strong and constant currents could be very good for us. It just doesn't have the plant. Gift of power, pretty good as well. Sky stretches could also be very good for us. These are some good cards. I'm less enthralled by encompassing ward, if I'm honest. Seems a bit lackluster, especially because of the amount of buildings we can have against Scotland. I'm tempted by strong and constant currents. I think I picked that up because then we don't have to worry about... Oh, I suppose we could just defend this anyway. Might be the better play. But any town that explores into this sands, we can just push into this land too. So I'm going to pick it up anyway. Great. So 2 card plays. Do we just do the same thing that we did before? That is the question. Maybe. It kind of worked for us last time. We played both of these cards. What's going to build? This town here. Yeah, I quite like this. Adding wilds and getting RNates online. That's okay. So, defend 2. Defend 2 on this coast. We will add a wilds and push an explorer. Probably add a wilds here. No explorers to push. That's that done. That's that done. No more fasts. Let's go. On an inland land, replace one explorer with a town. Okay, that's all right. I guess we just, it doesn't, I'm just thinking about this wetlands and this jungle here. I don't think it matters. So let's just do this one. Okay, what else we got? Do not ravage in lands with strife or disease. And we can push a town or explorer from a land with Dahan. That is fantastic. Push this explorer in here and that stops that build. Yeah, wonderful. Okay, did I? Yes, I did add the town here, didn't I? Yeah, great. So we're going to ravage in the wetlands. This is defended. Great stuff. I'm going to prevent this ravage by destroying a presence. Okay, Scotland 6 adds the town here. Oops. Then we're going to build in the mountains and then escalate, explore into the jungle. I'm going to put an escalation probably on the coast since we've got them controlled. Maybe just here is fine. And then explore into this jungle. This wild is consumed. And that is it. So we can push a town. Gosh, this is not looking great. I don't want a city over here, so maybe I'll push this town out. Yep, I'm going to do it. Push this town here. That's lovely. And again, we can add some wilds into it. It has to be a land with buildings. Where do you think we should go? Maybe wilds here. Or we could double up on these, but yeah. We can get rid of a town with it. I suppose that's pretty good. Yeah, okay. Let's add a wilds here. Then one fair, destroy a town. Why not? Why not? And that's it. Great, feeling good. So we want perhaps top track here. Start working on that energy. And yeah, I'll put some presents in here. We might need to stop a ravage there, though probably not, to be honest. It's probably better served on the coast for now. And we could get 3 card plays. We could play all of these. Would that be good? Not particularly. We're going to stop this ravage anyway. We can defend that next turn. Probably going to stop this from building a city, if I'm honest. So I don't think we need strong and constant currents. Though it is good for the innate, I suppose. Okay, let's do it. Let's do this growth option here. And yeah, we'll do this. Get that, pay for that, and we'll pop this presence. Probably, I'm a bit worried about the sands here. Probably here. Okay, great. So, gosh, all the presents. We can add a presence. Let's add a presence here. Get that all set up. That's all good. I suppose we could sort of put a presence here since we know we're going to stop that build instead. Strong and constant currents. We can push this somewhere, but I don't think we want to. It's more for the elements, really. But we can also add a wilds. We'll add a wilds into this land. Okay, that's pretty good. Defend 4 in, well, this land, I guess. It's not going to make much difference. And then we just keep going. Feeling good. In each sacred site, push from an adjacent land. Remove a blight from the blight card. I'm not worried about that. Is that good for us? It could be. I mean, it's just, we could just push this onto the coast. Okay, I'm not worried about this blight, to be honest. Each beast generates a fear. Okay, that's great. And do we have 4 Dahan? 1, 2, 3. No, just 3. Okay. Add a strife in a land with blight. That's actually perfect. That sorts that town out. Perfect. Right, we're going to stop this ravage. We're going to Scotland 6. We're going to build. We're going to stop that build and build a town here. We've still only got 2 cities on the board. Jungle, wetlands, explore. Okay. Wild stops that. Jungle, wetland, jungle. Okay. A bit scary. This land here, we do really need to defend that, actually. That's pretty scary. If we can clear that up, that's going to get a city there no matter what. That's scary. Okay, this isn't going to do anything. We'll just do 1 damage to each building here. Time passes. Okay, I think we need to stop eventually this land because it's going to get wild. Okay, and then reclaim. Should we go for a major? We know the coastal land is going to come up, but we're only going to add a town here, so it could be okay. It could be all right. So we don't need to use strong and constant currents. So let's dig for a major. Let's see if we can replace it. I'm looking for plant. I'm looking for sun. Jungle sands. We're not really building up anywhere there, I suppose. Other than this inland here, but we might be able to control it. Skip, I quite like. Lots of disease. Cast down. I mean, if our plan is to build this up, and it probably will build up, I think that could be pretty good. Will we have the energy for it? Maybe. Let's try it. It's fun. Right. So 3 card plays. Obviously not going to play cast down. I will want the defend. So I need 2 plant, 2 water. Has to be these 2 to get that defend 4. The next turn we should be able to defend that. I think after that, I do want to start saving up energy. If we just play this card, we can do some damage with stem the flow. Okay, this seems good. It's only 1 energy as well. Feels good. Okay, right. Okay, so fast powers. Defend 4. Definitely want to defend 4 here. I did want to stop that city build, didn't I? Maybe we don't play this. If we don't play this and we play this instead, for now, so then we can add this presence here and stop that build. Stop that city build. That is part of our plan. We want to get terror level 3 here. Okay, and that means we can still defend 4. That's good. And then we can add a wild at range 0. We'll add a wild probably here. That's fine. Okay. Event. Aided by Earth. We can get rid of that, but I don't think I want to. I think that's an essential part of our plan. Just completely destroy this land. I don't know. So we'll go with top. Dahan have plus 10 health, and invaders have plus 1 health as well in lands with Dahan. For each land with a beast and a city, that is no lands. 4 or more buildings, 4 or fewer Dahan. No, we've done a good job at protecting them. So, Ravage does nothing. That's 1 damage. This is defended, and remember everything has plus 1 health. So we're just gonna deal that amount of damage. Get rid of that town. Okay, Scotland 6. Did we? I can't remember if we built there. I don't know. I'm sure it's fine. Then we're going to build. We're going to stop that city build there. And we're going to stop that city build there. And we're going to build here. Unfortunately, we get a city there. And we build here. Okay. Now, coastal land. Let's go. So, wilds, add a town here. And we do kind of want to build this up, so that's fine. Okay. We can push a town. I'm going to push this town into here. Um, Again, we can do 1 damage to everything. This is not the most efficient card that we've ever played, but it's good for elements. So we just do 1 damage in all of these, and we won't worry about it. Time passes. Just kind of getting energy to destroy this land completely. Okay. We are going to get towns here. We've got this city here, which I do want to build, or not build. I don't want to build a city. I want to get rid of it. We could potentially defend this land again. This land, we could stop the ravage. Yeah, let's do that. Now we can, because we're still healthy, we can add presence from our destroyed presence. So let's do that. And then probably reclaim, gain a minor. Call to isolation is pretty good as well. Call to tend, we can remove some blight. Let's get call to isolation. It's pretty good. Great, and we've got 4 card plays now. We're pretty much there. Now we do need a sacred site in this land, so I think we're going to have to play this. We need a sacred site because we want to defend and potentially stop that ravage actually. And eventually we need some presence there as well. Okay. So what do we do? Maybe we know the coast is going to build. So yeah, let's start gathering towns into this land. Do we underplay here? Do we need to play anything else? Ideally, we need another water just for this defend 4. And I think that's all right. Next turn. I don't really want to reclaim again, to be honest. I'm just shifting around. But maybe we're going to have to. We could play cast down next turn if we wanted to. Okay, let's just do this. Right, add a presence. Now, we can't, because we're out of growth, we can't take it from our destroyed presence. But we can move it around from the island. So let's move this here. Add that presence there. Which means we can then defend 4 into here. That's all good. And then we can add another wilds. Let's add a wilds this way, I guess. Need to protect this land. Great. And that's it. Happy days. I am wondering if this is too expensive. We're being too slow here, but we'll see. Invaders do not ravage in lands unless there are more invaders than the current terror level. Okay. In each land with the beast, 1 damage per beast. Let's just pick off this. We can pick off that. Actually, deal damage to that town. That's fine. In each land, push 1 to harm per badlands or disease. We got nothing. Gather up to 1 explorer into a land with 2 or more invaders. Is it going to be impactful in any way? I don't think so. Just gather that there. That's fine. Right, so ravage in the wetlands and the jungles. No, we're going to stop this. We're going to stop this, and this is defended. The Harn fight back. Scotland 6. Okay. Great. Then build on the coast. These do all build. We actually get another city there. Okay. We need some more presence in here. I don't know where that went, actually. Great. And then we've got an escalation. Okay. Escalation. In the land with the fewest towns. So, I think maybe we just add a town here on the coast. That's fine. And then explore in the sands. That wilds gets taken care of. And then we've got slows. So we're going to ravage on the coast. We really have to do something here. Right, let's get a town in here. Push that there so we don't have to worry about that. And it's going to build next turn as well. Then we can do 1 damage to everything. Just get rid of this town. Great. Time passes. Okay. We were going to really have to speed up. We've only got 4 turns left. And I think we're being too slow here. We can add this into here. And I think we just add... we need to stop this ravage. Do we really want to reclaim again? Let's reclaim. And I'm going to check for a better major. Paralyzing Fright is very good. Rumbling Earthquakes is very good as well. We don't have the threshold though. But it is a very good card against Scotland. Well, I think it's really good against all adversaries, really. England in particular. Trees Radiate is also a very good card for us. Paralyzing Fright. It's a shame we can't quite threshold it though. I think almost Rumbling is better than Cast Down here. Because it allows us to deal with the inland a bit more as well. I think I'm going to pick it up. Right. Change of plan. Change of plan. Let's forget that. Okay, great. So we've still got 4 card plays. I do want to play this. Going to build in the sands. I want to play this as much as I can, Rumbling Earthquakes. We've got 7 energy. I'm trying to think what I can do here. I do need to play Overgrow because I want to stop this Ravage. If I start playing these cards now. And what am I missing? I'm still missing the Sun. Okay, we can start downgrading. That's comforting, actually. It could be another way to win if we just downgrade all of the cities and stop more from building. Let's try that. It's only 3 energy. Okay, so let's start pushing stuff into here. Let us add a presence, and again we're going to have to move things around a little bit. Let's move this here. We can add wilds, push and isolate and downgrade, and add all the wilds. Let us... Oh, let's do this one. Since we isolate, that's not going to build. That's really good. Defend 2. We can defend 2 here. That's great. And that's looking pretty good. Usually the coastal card is pretty scary, but we're good. Add wilds to a land without invaders. Okay, more wilds there. And building the land with the most. Well, I don't mind that since we're just going to start destroying this land. Okay. Destroy explorers. That's amazing. Stops that build. And Dahan deal damage at the same time. Great. So, Ravage. Skip. Ravage. No Scotland 6. No builds at all. However, we do explore in the sands. Oh, no, we don't. It's isolated. In the sands and the wetlands. Okay, looking good. Okay, that's pretty good. Right, we can add some wilds. And just destroy a town, really. Sands, wetlands. Let's see. I'm a bit worried about how much presence we've got here. I feel like we need to add some more presence from our destroyed presence on the board because we are a bit thin on the ground. We can push a town. Push a town into here. Consolidate our issues. And then we can do add a wild here. Although we don't have anything adjacent, that's a shame. I guess we can target this land. And did I get a fear for that? No. So we get a fear, destroy a town there. Because we do 2 damage. Because we got wilds adjacent. Time passes. Okay. So we don't have to worry about the ravage. I think this is a good time to play rumbling earthquakes. Because we can get rid of 2 cities. Or maybe all of these cities here, actually. So we can add this into here with our growth. I think maybe we just get energy, get a miner. 1, 2, 3. Gain that energy. See what we get. We could start working on Earth for this threshold. That's pretty good. And it's a defend. Let's do that. Okay, and it deals damage to buildings. Oh my gosh, we could completely destroy this land. Oh, could we stem the flow and this? We just need a sacred site there. That's really nice. Okay, so we could try and play both, well, all of these cards, I suppose. See what happens. Let's go. So 1 damage to each building in a sacred site. Let's just soften these up a bit. Oop, there we go. Since we don't need to defend. We've got 2 defense. We'll defend to here, I guess. Okay. Right, we're still healthy. Add a town to a land with an explorer or a town. Okay. Let's just pile everything there. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage there. I was thinking about putting it in there, but I don't think we want to do that. We could actually put it here, because we're going to play rumbling anyway, and we need really adjacent things to deal damage to. So I don't feel bad about that. I think that's pretty good. Okay, that's fine. Oof, gosh. Disease to sands or mountains with the most. Well, this has to be this one, right? Okay. And do we have 2 to high? Yes, we do. We gain an energy. Love it. Remove a town or an explorer from a land with beasts. Well, we're going to do damage here, so let's just get rid of that explorer. It's all calculated. Right, so ravage in the sands. Ravage, that's defended. All good. Scotland 6. And then we're going to build in the sands and the wetland. Build, 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 build. And then we're going to explore in the sands again. Sands and the mountains. Okay. Wow. Okay, but we're good. We're good to go. Right. I know we've set this up, but I'm wondering about this land now. No, I think we still do it in this land. Okay, so 3 fear. 1, 2, 3. 6 damage to buildings only. I'm going to obviously target this land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's something anyway. And then 6 damage among lands to buildings only. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we can deal 1 damage to it with stem the flow to get rid of it and clear it up. And that's pretty good. Now we're starting to work on this this fear here. And we did that fear card, didn't we? Right, so we are going to add a presence here, I suppose. We're going to reclaim. We're going to grab a miner. Get anything with earth, I think, at this point. Great, and I think we're looking pretty good. We could potentially defend that. We do need to play this card to add more presence, though, to again get that sacred site. I don't like that there's a city building there. The next turn, rumbling earthquakes. Hopefully we can draft another earth card. And otherwise, it's sort of free reign here. Quicken. We could quicken it. Yes, we could quicken it. We quicken, play that, and play this. this should be a huge turn. We should be able to clear this land. Maybe defend this land. Let this blight. I think that's fine. Okay, let's go. We've got loads of fear cards, so we should be good. So 1 damage to each building. First, we're going to add a presence from this land into here. Then we're going to deal 1 damage to each building. This is very precarious. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, there we go. There we go. That's amazing. We've added our presence. We can do defend to here, actually. I think sands are a bit more. We need to defend them a bit more. And we can add a wilds somewhere. Add a wilds here, I guess. Great. Great, great, great. Let's go. Dahan do not participate in ravages this turn. I think we can pay 2 and oh no, we've got the 2 fire. We can just destroy Dahan actually in one of our lands. That's fine. Push a disease to the land with the most invaders. It has to be this land. That's okay. Great. Fear cards. Remove a town or explorer from a land with beast disease or at least 2 Dahan. We messed up there, didn't we? Beast. I guess we could just stop that from building. That's fine. Remove an explorer or town from a coastal land. That's perfect. Look at that. Okay. Remove an explorer or town from a land with presence. Okay, this is looking pretty good. Just get rid of this one. Good. Board's looking pretty good, I say, kind of. So, ravaging the sands. That's good. That's defended. And the wetlands. We can stop this if we wanted to. Might as well. Great. Scotland 6. There and there. Then we're going to build in the sands, which does trigger. I think we add a city here in the mountains. City here and a city here. Okay, that's not great, but we do have rumbling earthquakes. That's all right. And we don't have many turns, actually. Mountains, wetlands. Mountains, there's another town there. Wetlands, there we go. Okay, but now we can do a lot of damage in this land. So, it is mountains, so 1 damage to each building. Gets rid of all of these towns that we've already dealt damage to. These get 2 damage on them. This gets 1 damage on each of these. Okay, and I want to get rid of all of these cities if I can. So let's try it. Add a wilds into here. 1 damage to buildings. We'll get rid of a city here. 1 fear, 1 damage to another building. Pretty good. That is a fair amount of fear there. Next turn, hopefully we survive and we can do rumbling earthquakes. It's the last chance we've got. Last chance to play it. Okay, time passes. Right, again, we can add some presence, but unfortunately, sands and mountains are going to be ravaging. But let's just do this here anyway. Okay. And I think we need to reclaim, do we? Do we need to reclaim? We could actually make a sacred site here. And do quicken. Rumbling earthquakes to clear up the inland a bit. That seems pretty good. So let's reclaim. Hoping for any card with earth. Let's pick that up. Unfortunately, we don't have enough energy. I think we do have to play this. I think. Can defend this. This can stop. Ugh. It's pretty gross. It's pretty gross, but I think quicken next turn. It's just we don't have enough time, really. This is the last slow we've got, isn't it? This is the last slow. And we don't have enough things to do. Let's see, that's going to be 3 fear, and potentially we could get rid of... Can't do this in the fast. We can't get rid of these cities. We can get rid of all of these cities inland if we do rumbling earthquakes. But then we've got 3 cities here, which are very annoying, which I don't think we'll be able to deal with. We may have lost this game. We may have lost it. I think we were too slow. But we'll play it out. We'll see how it goes. I mean, this is the last slow phase. I just feel like we just have to do as much damage as we can with our slow powers. Okay, 0 cost. 0 cost. Is that going to be enough? I don't know. Don't know. We can try it. We can try it. Okay, so wilds. We can add wilds and push stuff and isolate. We could isolate this land and add wilds here. That's pretty good. That's that innate done. We can defend 4 here. That's all right. We can do some pushing. I can actually just push that, couldn't we? Instead, we can defend 4 here. And then push this into here. Using call to isolation. Yeah, that's probably the best we're going to do. Okay. Event. The next Explore card matches all lands without buildings. Okay, good to know. Choose a land with disease. 2 damage to Dahan, 2 damage to whatever. That gets an extra fear card. That's huge. And we do have 2 Dahan. We can reclaim a power card. Okay, does nothing. Right, 4 fear cards is all right. Remove a town from a land with Badlands, Wilds, or Dahan. Yeah, I don't mind that. Yeah, let's just get rid of that one. That's fine. Okay. Defend 2 in all lands. That's okay. Could be impactful. Okay. Add a strife in a land with Beast, Disease, or Dahan. Okay. And things have -1 health with strife. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It could get us an extra town here, I think. Because we could do 1. I want to get rid of these cities, though. Ugh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know. I don't know where to put this. I'll just put it on this town. Okay, cool. And remove a town from a land with 2 or fewer invaders. Or an explorer. Just get rid of this explorer here. Okay, so Ravage in the Sands. No. Defended. And the mountains. It's defended 2. We get a blight there. That Dahan is taken care of. And we're going to stop this Ravage here. Okay. Scotland 6. We're going to add a town there and there. Exactly. And then we're going to build in the mountains. And we think we get a town there. And the wetlands. I need this sacred site, so I'm going to have to let this through. And this is isolated so it doesn't build. And explore in everywhere which doesn't have building. Which is going to be here. Is that right? Yeah. It's going to be here. It's going to be there, but that's fine. And it's going to be here. Okay, that could have been worse. Great. Now what do we want to do? We want lots of fear. I don't think it's going to be enough, but we can try. 1, 2, 3. Where do we want this to go? Probably in this land. We can get rid of quite a few cities there. So 6 damage to buildings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Great. And then 6 damage among adjacent lands to buildings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gets rid of those cities. We're getting there. Fortunately, this is not going to do anything. That's all right, I guess. I guess we just push this town into here, and hopefully we can defend that. And do 1 damage to everything. Oh, it's so sad, isn't it? Time passes. We've got no slow phase left. We've got to do everything in the fast. So with that in mind, I think I just dig for a major. We're still healthy. We can still add presence to the board. So let's just make a sacred site here. And then I think we just go for this. 1, 2, 3. Gain the energy and hope for a fast major. I mean, that's not too bad. Can we get 9 energy? Fire. Can we threshold this? Is this the one? Oh my gosh. This is probably the closest we've got. Let's do it. Let's pick that up and we'll forget rumbling since we can never play that. If we threshold this, I think we've done it. If we've got the threshold, 1, 2, 3, 4, it doesn't really matter. Maybe just not pay any more energy. Oh my gosh, how clutch is this? Right, okay. So, gain 4 energy. We can do 2, 3, 4. We can do all of these as well because we've got the threshold. Forget a power card to get 4 more. Forget. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pay X energy to deal X damage at range 0. Well, let's just pay 9 to do 9 damage in here. 3, 6, 9. And that we win. We win. Oh, what a great game. What a great game. Calculated. Just very much calculated. But yeah, we roughly went through our plan. We got a minor for the innate, although we didn't actually get down. I think we did it once to downgrade a city, but it didn't matter. We did get a heavy hitting coastal major, but we never played it. I think rumbling earthquakes was enough. We did try and prevent as many city builds, but that was difficult against Scotland when you've got Scotland 6 and then you instantly build a city. That's really hard to deal with, but we did okay. And we won at Terror level 3. So yeah, plan fulfilled. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time. Cheers.